The coldest locations on Earth are slightly survivable for human beings, however intrepid and nicely insulated explorers and scientists have observed approaches to live to tell the tale there. In maximum of the locations indexed below, regular thermometers won't work. Your skin, if uncovered, could freeze inside mints and the droplets on your breath flip to crystals as you exhale. As your mum may say, you'll want a coat. Many of those websites also are stations in which vital and groundbreaking studies has taken vicinity. Climate studies, geology, astronomy and intense biomedicine has thrived in those inhospitable situations. So pour yourself a heat cup of cocoa and find out the maximum bone-chilling locations at the planet. Dear viewer, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive each new video. Let's continue. Number 10. Snag, Yukon, Canada. Temperature, -62.7 degrees CWhen, February 1947. Lying in a bowl-formed valley in Yukon, Canada, Snag is a now deserted village in which a file low temperature turned into recorded all through an uncommon iciness with inside the 1940s. The intense bloodless prompted locals to file their breath freezing mid-air as they exhaled and falling to the floor as a white dust. Stranger still, they observed that sounds carried tons similarly with inside the bloodless dense air, with voices being heard numerous miles from their source. Number 9. North Ice, Greenland. Temperature, -66.1 degrees CWhen, January 1954. Established via way of means of the British North Greenland expedition in 1952, this study station turned into firstly reached on K9 sleds earlier than Army plane dropped materials and contraptions for a group of explorers and scientists to use. The temperature analyzing taken in 1954 turned into, on the time, the coldest ever recorded with inside the Northern Hemisphere. The day trip executed wide studies that blanketed geology, seismology, body structure and glaciology. Number 8. Oymyakon, Russia. Temperature, -67.8 degrees CWhen, February 1933. Sometimes called the coldest completely inhabited agreement on Earth, we'd like to pay attention property sellers try and promote this nook of rural Russia. Home to much less than 1,000 people, it's located among valleys, which lure bloodless winds among them, intensifying the situations. Frozen in the course of the iciness, reputedly nearby college's simplest near-wall temperatures dip below -55 degrees Celsius. Number 7. Klinck Studies Station, Greenland. Temperature, -69.4 degrees CWhen, December 1991. Greenland, the biggest island with inside the world, is moderately populated, thanks to a significant ice sheet that covers tons of its land. Setting up climate stations on this inhospitable weather includes intrepid scientists traversing the terrain on snowmobiles with their contraptions in tow. Worth it, though. As nicely as crucial weather science, those stations have recorded a number of the maximum intense situations with inside the Northern Hemisphere. The Klinck research station sits near the best factor at the ice sheet, uncovered to the worst of the dry, bloodless continental weather. Number 6. Klinck Studies Station, Greenland. Temperature, -69.4 degrees CWhen, December 1991. Greenland, the biggest island with inside the world, is moderately populated, thanks to a significant ice sheet that covers tons of its land. Setting up climate stations on this inhospitable weather includes intrepid scientists traversing the terrain on snowmobiles with their contraptions in tow. Worth it, though. As nicely as crucial weather science, those stations have recorded a number of the maximum intense situations with inside the Northern Hemisphere. The Klinck research station sits near the best factor at the ice sheet, uncovered to the worst of the dry, bloodless continental weather. Number 5. Verkhoyansk, Russia. Temperature, -69.8 degrees CWhen, February 1892. Home to around 1,000 people, this Russian metropolis sits in the Arctic Circle and is one of the locations taken into consideration the northern pole of cold, in which the coldest temperatures have ever been recorded with inside the Northern Hemisphere. Its precise weather is created via way of means of a place of bloodless dense air known as the Siberian High. The place is susceptible to temperature inversions, in which temperatures in reality upward push with altitude. Incredibly, Verkhoyansk often sees summertime season temperatures better than 30 degrees Celsius. The metropolis is host to a number of the best temperature fluctuations among iciness and summertime season everywhere on Earth. And we suppose the United Kingdom is changeable. Number 4. Denali, Alaska. Temperature, 73.8 degrees CWhen, someday among 1950 and 1969. The maximum mountain top in North America is a spectacular, implementing site, towering greater than 6,000 m above sea level. It's additionally a climber's paradise, however you'll want a wonderful base layer if you're considering an ascent. A climate station located near the summit recorded the coldest temperature on file with inside the United States in 2003, a frosty 73.8 degrees C. Once called Mount McKinley, America authorities reverted its reliable call to Denali, the call utilized by the Yukon people, who inhabit the place across the mountain. Number 3. Dome Argus, Antarctic Plateau. Temperature, 82.5 degrees CWhen, July 2005. How low are we able to go? Scientists trust we would discover at this web page. Situated near the modern fileholder Dome Fuji, a throne-stealing analyzing has now no longer but been made at Dome Argus. However, researchers speculate that a close-by ridge is domestic to the coldest herbal situations on Earth. In 2018, a group on the University of Colorado at Boulder used infrared mapping generation to become aware of areas in Antarctica in which temperatures should plummet below -90 degrees Celsius. These arise in shallow topographic depressions close to the best part of the ice sheet, at 3,800 to 4,050 m elevation, and Dome Argus is one of the high candidates. Number 2. Vostok Research Station, Antarctica. Temperature, 89.2 degrees CWhen, July 1983. One of the coldest locations on Earth is, weirdly, additionally one of the sunniest. In the month of December, the Vostok Research Station in Antarctica enjoys greater than 22 hours of daylight hours. Conversely, inside the polar night, there are exactly 0 hours of daylight and Vostok information. The bottom imply annual temperature of any climate station at the planet. The station turned into mounted via way of means of the Soviet Union in 1957 and is the web page of charming studies. As nicely as ice cores and magnetonomy, scientists have penetrated Lake Vostok, a massive subglacial lake hidden underneath the ice. There, they observed in surroundings of microbes and multicellular organisms that turned into formerly reduce off from the relaxation of the world. Number 1. Dome Fuji, Antarctica. Temperature, 93.2 degrees CWhen, August 2010. In 2010, the Landsat 8 satellite TV for PC pointed its contraptions at an excessive ridge at the East Antarctic ice sheet and showed what scientists had predicted approximately the nearby weather, chilly. Extremely chilly. Recording at analyzing of -92.3 degrees Celsius, this dry, bloodless wasteland turned into declared the coldest vicinity on Earth, beating the preceding file on the Vostok station, see below, which had stood considering that 1983. Although temperatures right here hardly ever top -30 degrees Celsius, human beings have, incredibly, observed approaches of dwelling and operating inside the vicinity. The close-by Dome Fuji station turned into mounted in 1995, and ice cores drilled inside the vicinity deliver us a window into 720,000 years of paleoclimatic history. Interested in going? Pack a thermos. You are still here, great. You are now among the wonderful followers of the channel, so I will be happy to receive your comments on this video, and also if you want to create a video specifically for you on a topic that occupies your mind, write it in the comments section below the video and soon you will know the wonderful answers about the topic which you want. And now I bid you farewell and your opinions in a new video coming. Goodbye.